Today I'm going to show you how to safely iron silk. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you why. For the last few months, I've been trying to figure out a way that I can contribute something helpful to the curly hair community, because that community has been such a blessing to me, and I didn't want to make a new hair product because there's so many wonderful ones already, and I'm just not interested in doing that also. So something that I've thought about is that silk pillowcases and silk scarves are very expensive, but they're also extremely helpful. Like one of the smallest things that you can do to make a difference with your hair. So I used to love to go thrift shopping and yard sailing and things like that. And I have a friend that does this at least once a week. So I'm gonna start trying to go with her at least once a month to see what I can find. I'll be looking for now for silk scarves, and I doubt I'll find a pillowcase, but I'll keep an eye out for sure. But definitely silk scarves. And then I can bring those home and wash them and offer them to you at a price that might better fit your budget than something brand new. I just have to figure out the price point that at least makes it worth my time. I'm not looking to make a fortune off of this. I'm looking to help you all. And sometimes I'll bring home satin, but it will be good soft satin. So part of that process is going to be, of course, washing those items. And yes, you can wash silk. I wash it in my machine on the hand wash cycle. You can probably do it on delicate, and it works great. You can also literally wash them by hand. So keep an eye out for that, and I will be sharing probably on my blog, maybe on Instagram, once I get things listed and posted. It doesn't take too long to post this kind of thing. It's just I have to decide what's going to be the best platform to do that. So look for the link to the blog below, and on the blog there, I think at the top there's a menu option for shop, and I'll make sure that once I do get that set up, it's there. Okay, silk, very delicate fabric. You'll need a work surface, a soft, lightweight towel to put over your silk, your iron, and of course whatever you're ironing. You will also need water for your iron. I have a bottle that I keep distilled water in. You want to use distilled water in your iron to keep it clean. And I also use distilled water in my sprayer so that I can leave it sitting around and it won't get gross. Okay, so let's get ironing. Make sure that your iron setting is set to wool or silk, or whatever the appropriate setting for silk is on your iron. Let's see, I've already ironed one corner of this, so we'll start on the one that's not. The biggest thing about ironing silk is you really want to make sure that it's flat. You see how these corners are folded up? While I'm ironing, I'm going to make sure that those are spread out well before I press them. So we're going to do that very first. I'm going to kind of hold my finger on it. You never want to linger too long, and the reason that I put a towel over it is to avoid scorching. You never want to let your iron sit on it. Okay, I'm just going to fold this back so I can see that other corner. What I would do is make a habit of pressing away from the center towards the edges. Okay, looks pretty good, but I still have some wrinkles. So what I'm gonna do is spray just a little bit of water, not much. And what that will do is create some steam. You can also spray some on your actual towel. and then just do it again. You may need to press down. Your iron might be heavy enough, but you may need to actually apply a little pressure depending on your surface. If you have an actual ironing board, this will probably go much better. Okay, I think that'll do. There's still a little bit of wrinkles. The thing is that silk's going to wrinkle when you wear it, and that's okay. So now I'm just going to move it down and repeat the process. This little crease here, this is where I had it hung to dry. So that's a nice reminder to not hang your silk items on a hanger. You'll want to fold them up if you care about that. Make sure not to overfill your iron, because if you do, it will leak onto your fabric. As you can see, that's a little bit of a tedious process. You can use the steam in your iron. Make sure, again, not to overfill your iron, because if you do, when you tilt your iron over to do the ironing, it will leak onto your fabric. So I'm not going to put this back on a hanger because I don't want that crease to come back. I'm just going to very gently, I'm not going to press that fold it over itself. And it should go in a drawer or on a shelf like this. If you want to fold it in half again for space, you can. Just, I don't have a good camera surface here. You may do that, but don't press it down, okay? Because we don't want those creases. Okay, so now, but go and very carefully iron some silk. Check your settings. A little bit of water, not too much, and use a towel over it to avoid scorching. It is a very delicate fabric. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. You like my headset? My daughter let me borrow them. Are you ready for a joke? Someone tried to steal my silk sheets and replace them with a cheaper fabric. Not today, Satin. Not today. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night.